Hello everyone, welcome once again to another tutorial of Python by Slidescope. And in this tutorial, we are learning Python script to automate sending daily email reports. So, if you want to create a Python script that can send some daily email using Python itself, then this program can help you. And this Python script will automate sending daily email reports using the SMTP library and email libraries. So I'll guide you through the setup process step by step. So first of all, what we are doing here is we will use Google Colab to run all of this. So first thing is to import the SMTP lib, which is a library of Python that can help us in setting up the or using our SMTP server. Then we will use the email libraries, that is email.mime.text, which will help us in using the mime text. We will see how to use that. And class for generating text, that is type mime documents. Then we have the mime multi part, which is a base class for mime type messages. And then we have the mime application, that is class for generating application or mime documents. Then from email utils, we will import format date. This returns a date string as is specified by RFC 2822. Example Friday 9 November 2001. So you will see what for what because we'll be using date to schedule our automator. From date time we will import date time, and we will import time. Another thing that we will need is schedule. Obviously, all other libraries are present in Google Colab by default, so you can simply import them. But schedule is something that is not present, so you have to use pip install schedule to install it. You can use this exclamation pip install then name of module to import it, and we have imported it. After this, we will set up our email configuration. So what is this? SMTP server is used to send the emails. We will send emails using our SMTP server. If you don't have SMTP server like a professional SMTP server or a paid SMTP server, you can use Gmail also. So in Gmail, you have smtp.gmail.com, and here you can replace your SMTP provider also. Like we are using two different hostings. One is Hostinger and one is HostGator. Both of them have provided us SMTP for our domains, which we will use. But again, this is something for which you can contact your hosting administrator also, or use smtp.gmail to test. The SMTP port is 587. Now there are two different type of ports for SMTP. So as Gemini is telling us, there are four, but we mainly use two type of ports, which is port 465, a secure port that uses SSL, and port 587, the default port for submitting messages from an email client to email server, and it uses start TLS to offer optional TLS encryption. And port 2525 is an alternative to port 587 when other ports are blocked. So in simple words, if you are using TLS, you have to use 587, and if your hosting provider is sending through SSL, then you can use the other port, which is 465. We mostly use 465. So I will provide this program so that I will provide this program as a reference, or as a resource. I will put the link in the description so that you can use it. An email address is something that you use to log into your mail, and For example, it can be your Gmail ID, it can be your professional email ID like info@domain.com, and the password that you use to sign into your uh, webmail account or your Gmail account. Here you will write some recipients names where you will have, let's say you want to send the automated data to one or two recipients. So this is a simple list. Make sure you are not putting too many recipients here to avoid spamming, but you can use some recipients here. The most important thing is in Python we can read data from different type of files. Like suppose we have a website where we are receiving many inquiries and we want to send them some kind of automated email based on what they have sent us. Okay, so in Python you can read the Excel file. Like on our channel itself you will find many videos related to Python pandas. I will put the link in description to those videos as well, where you will learn how to connect Excel file, how to read CSV file, you know, and then after reading them by applying some kind of logic, you can create this recipient list easily. Here is your subject, that is daily report. We have just put our subject as daily report and we will create this. Obviously this login will not work for now because this is all dummy data, but this is something that you have to create. Next is we will create a function. So this function is called create mail. This is what we are creating, and it creates the email content. We will compose the email. So first you will create the message with class, the base class for my multiply part, that is for type messages. So this will create an object of this my multi part, which will be our message. Now in this message we will put some properties. So like from, to, date, and subject. So here you can see we have already defined these values in our line 6. And email address, we will use join. So it will iterate through the list and use the recipients one by one. It's a comma separated list. Then date will be used through format date, and whatever local time is there, it will be set to true. Then the message subject, which is this subject value here. So this is simple way of creating or composing our message. In the message we also have a body. So this is simple body that we are writing here, hello, then giving line gaps. This is your daily report for, and here date time now will give you the date time, whatever the local date time is when the mail is sent. Best regards, automated email bot. Now here you can write something like automated email assistant, something like that, whatever. So this is message. This message is something that you can configure yourself. Then in your message you will attach, using the mime text, you will attach the body as a plain text value. And now we will use the try and accept. So here is something we can open. This is an optional value for attachment. Okay, suppose you want to send some kind of attachment. Let's say it's a daily report that you want to send automatically. So suppose you have created some Python program that is generating automatic daily reports, or your employees or someone is generating these reports manually. We will create that video also, how you can generate that daily report. And there are various ways you can, with which you can create a live report. So it will open the daily report as attachment. Here you have to provide your file path. Obviously for demonstration I am showing it in Google Colab, but actually this program is something that you will create in your computer. After installing Python, you can install the necessary libraries using pip install, and then you can try this. So here is attachment. In attachment, we are creating a part variable with MIME application, which will read the attachment, and its attachment name will be daily report.pdf or whatever you want to give as a name. Then in the part variable, we are using the content disposition, which will basically give the file name and attachment. Then in our message object, we will attach the part also, which is the attachment here. If this file is not found, so we will receive a message that attachment not found, sending without it, and then we will return the message. So let's run this, and now this creates our function, create email function. Now we can run this create email function to actually send the email. So in order to send the email, you can try message create email. So first function was used to create the email. This function will actually send the email. So we are using message create email. If you remember, this function create email will create the message. So with smtp lib smtp, we will use the server, the port as server, and we will use start TLS. If you remember, we just explained this, and we will use server login with email address and email password, and we will use server send email to email addresses, recipient, and message. It will take three arguments: email address, that email address from which you are sending, to whom you are sending, these are the recipients, and it will use message as a string. It will give you a simple print message that email was sent successfully. And if it is not there, like if we have some kind of error there, then it will give you fail to send email. This is a task that you can schedule every day. So in your computer, what you can do, you can run this program, keep this program will keep running, and every day at 8 a.m. it will send an email. Okay, so you, after installing the library, you can copy this entire program, save it as a py file. So from here, let's say you can save your entire program here as a py file and run it using Python. How to run it using Python? You can follow this command python and name of your Python file. So in whichever folder you have saved this, you can go to that folder. Wherever you have saved this py file, you can go to that folder and type python daily email report.py. Now let's go back to our program. So currently when I will run this every day, you know, do send email, it is giving us that output. So in your actual program, you will actually write this like if name is equal to main. That is how you can actually send the program, and you can print the email. But what we are going to do is uh, we will schedule run pending, and we will use time.sleep. And you can see with the help of schedule, email automation is started, waiting for scheduled time. So I have actually put the real SMTP server details that I have. So you can see email automation is started, just waiting for the scheduled time. So I will set the scheduled time 2 minutes after what current time is. So I have set the scheduled time, and let's run this, and we will see what happens when we reach that time. Since we are on a cloud here, like we are connected with the Google Compute Engine, so its time is different than our time. So now let's try. I have tried 1931. It says currently it is 1930. Let's run this now and wait for the automation. Here you can see attachment not found because obviously we have not attached anything, and email sent successfully at this time. Since I am using Google Colab, I have stopped this for now, but let's see whether we have received the email or not. So here you can see we have received hello. This is your daily report for this. Best regard, automated email assistant. And for some security reason, I can tell you the name of sender and all. But here you can see this is the actual message. Best regard, automated email assistant with /n. So this is something, a very easy program that you can use. All you have to do is you have to use the actual SMTP credentials, and what I have provided in the content demo is something different. So you can try this. Later we will try to use some other type of script where we will try to read the inquiries that we have received on our website, and we will try to send them some kind of automated email. Now we are also building chatbots and bots with the help of NLP. So on our channel itself, you can find many natural language processing tutorials with Python. So please subscribe to our channel if you are interested in learning more practical usage of Python for different type of business operations, data analysis operations, and we will help you in understanding that. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.